Let me ask you a question. Do you have enough money right now to survive for the next 3 months if you were laid off tomorrow? Most people feel a strange feeling of tightness when they hear this question. Because most of the time the answer is no. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. But it is something that needs to be changed. Today I will tell you what an emergency fund is, why it is the most important financial step of your life, and how you can start from scratch. Watch until the end because at the end I will also share a critical mistake that most people make. That makes their emergency fund useless. Let's get this clear first. An emergency fund is not an investment. It is not holiday money. It is not an indefinite accumulation that you put aside thinking, maybe you will need it. An emergency fund is a liquid, accessible buffer of money that is tapped only for real, unexpected crises. So why is it so critical? The human brain has difficulty making rational decisions when under threat. This is called tunnel vision. During a financial crisis, people take out high-interest loans, panic sell, or make their worst decisions during their most difficult times. Emergency funding would widen this tunnel. It gives you breathing room. And the person who can breathe thinks better. Now let's make it concrete. Millions of people lost their jobs in the first month of the pandemic in 2020. Those with emergency funds survived that period as a shock. Those who did not have either borrowed money or sold their investments at rock-bottom prices. Same crisis. 2 different outcomes. The difference was merely a precautionary measure. So how much should you save? The classic rule of thumb is enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. Rent, bills, groceries, transportation. Add these up and multiply by 6. The resulting number is your target. If you are self-employed and your income is variable, it makes sense to increase this figure to up to 9 months. Now let's get to the most frequently asked question. Where should you keep this money? Not under the pillow. It's not in an investment account either. The most logical thing is a high-interest savings account or a separate account that you can easily access but do not engage in a spending habit. Out of sight, but ready at hand. And now that critical error. The majority of people decide to set up an emergency fund. But wait, I'll start when a large amount is accumulated. This waiting is the biggest trap. You can start with 500 lira. You can start with 1,000 lira. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Because crises are not waiting for you. Every month when your salary comes in, transfer a small amount to this account before spending. Set up an automatic payment order. Let it disappear from sight. But let the knowledge of its existence give you strength. An emergency fund is not a sign of wealth. A sign of maturity. Saying, life brings unexpected things and I'm ready for it. If you found this video useful, all you have to do now is this. Turn on your phone, enter your bank app and open a new account. Call it emergency fund. Throw in as much as you can. Today. Now. Financial peace is not something that will come one day. The sum of the small steps you took today. See you in the next video.